Hi everyone, welcome to Motivation Medicose. My name is Esra Siddeek and I'm a fourth year osteopathic medical student studying in the US. A little background information about me. So I grew up in Alaska and I was super into fitness and sports growing up. And that actually inspired me to do this little middle school project on athletic training. My mentor for that project was actually a PM&R doc in my hometown. So that's how I was introduced to the field at such an early age. And several years afterwards, I continued shadowing this doc, and in college, I did play basketball in college and ended up blowing out my shoulder, which took me out for the season, unfortunately. But instead of returning back to play, I ended up taking athletic training back up at my school, and I got to work with some of my fellow student athletes, and I found that super fun and rewarding. And in med school, I was introduced to the idea of osteopathic manipulation, and I saw such a strong crossover with that and athletic training. So I hope to be able to use it as part of my tool belt when I start working as a future PM&R doc. So the topic that I'll be talking about today is managing your fitness in med school. And I'm going to start off by saying that, yes, it can be done. So my first bullet point to you is to have an adaptable schedule. As you probably already know, med school can be crazily unpredictable scheduling wise. So you gotta be flexible with your schedule and find what I call little peepholes where you could fit in workouts. Personally, I know my lift takes about an hour, running takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So I either could do one of those two in the morning and leave the others for the afternoon and evening. Or if I have a rotation where I start earlier in the morning, but also get off earlier in the afternoon, I may save both of those for the evening. Traditionally, I am better with studying in the mornings and saving my workouts in the afternoons, but depending on my rotation schedule, again, that has been changing for quite a while for me. Bullet point number 2. You will have to sacrifice being social at times. Surprise! Well, sometimes you just gotta say no to doing fun things. I mean, you're kind of in med school, so that's kind of what you signed up for, unfortunately. And this is where priorities come into play. I'm not saying that you can't have fun ever. You just have to use that time wisely. You could always let your family and friends know a better time that you could do that. I promise they'll be forgiving once you explain your situation. And as for time spent studying, I'm a huge advocate for mental health, and fitness is my main getaway from the stressors in med school. And I probably wouldn't have gotten through it without it. And once I figured that studying an extra 3 hours just to get maybe 2 or 3 more questions right on a test wasn't really worth it for me, my life got so much better, and so did my grades. Bullet point number 3. Do you study better before or after your workout? I kind of hinted to this a little earlier in the video, but I happen to be better at studying in the mornings and saving my workouts for the afternoons and evenings, but this may be totally different for you and will probably take some trial and error on your part. Bullet point number 4, mentally be in the zone. And this does not just apply to studying. When you're working out, you're there to work out. And for me personally, I can have quite an intimidating look when I get going, so that's probably why no one talks to me while I'm there. Oh well. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of workout partners, mainly because I feel a little rushed for time, and I feel like I'm keeping that person waiting. But you may be totally different. You may find a lot of motivation with having a workout partner, which is totally great. That just doesn't happen to be me. So thanks for watching. I hope some of you were able to take some things away from this video on managing your own fitness in med school. And if you'd like, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the details below. And I give more in-depth detail of some of my fitness tips and med school tips. So yeah, thanks again for watching.